Alright, this is just a quick lockdown radiation video. So I was watching this video earlier, and basically there was a woman that was being affected by EMF, wireless devices, and she was there with her doctor. And so I was watching this video, and then I took a break, and by the time I come back, the video was gone. I think maybe they'd mentioned something about G, and obviously you can't talk about G or the number 5, or maybe if you put them together you can't talk about it. I don't know. Maybe you can say 5, but well, you can say G. But anyway, so the video was along them kind of lines, and quite a few videos about G and towers, and they just go, they disappear. And I was watching this Barry Trower video where he talks about microwave weapons, Wi-Fi, computers, phones. The fact that it says, not to hold it, it's written in the service agreement that you agree to. It's meant to be away from your body, but so obviously we've been tricked. Most of the adverts will show someone with it in their hand. What everyone does is just the natural, normal way. And obviously now they've got this homeschooling at the moment. Everyone's getting a laptop and a pad to do their work. And I just think, going on the information, there needs to be like an investigation into what's actually going on here with this EMF radiation that obviously affects some people quite early on, and other people it might take slightly longer. But yeah, you can't seem to talk about it or mention it, or you can, but it all depends what you say. It's a touchy subject. But yeah, I'd recommend watching this Barry Trower video. It's quite interesting. Also, reposted this one. It's basically the news network saying that it's all conspiracy, because they were saying that people was linking what's going on now and saying, it was this 5 thing that was causing it all. And from what I've seen, I don't think they were saying that. They were just saying that people were getting ill from the 5 thing through the 5 towers. The 5 towers that were going up during the lockdown. Yeah, so this is my second version of the video at the moment. The first one went alright, but I just thought I'd try doing it again. Just before I started doing it, I noticed the helicopter had moved in after the video had uploaded. It's just hanging around in the area. I mean, there's other things going on. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be anything that's going on here. But, obviously, like I say, it's a touchy subject at the moment. It's a lot of money, but the thing is, it's affecting people in different ways. Through the technology, everything's going online, so the shops are shutting. This is your family's jobs that are disappearing. The money situation's very bad for people at the moment. People have lost their businesses, and their livelihoods. Just you got people that was already seeking charity, and they've been hit even worse. And the thing the other day with the food parcels, the free school meals was all a big scandal. The amount of food that was being sent out. All these things have been going on for years. Cutbacks. They've got no money. Cutbacks. You got to cut this service and cut that service, but there's always money about. There's always money being spent, but it's being spent on the wrong things. The things that don't really help us, but they make out that they do, and we end up paying for it in many different ways. This is another way they did it, to get you paying for these things. It's just another trick to get it into your house. You think that it's got to be alright, isn't it? Otherwise, why would they be selling it in these big stores? But it's all a trick. Even the money, they just print the money. It's just on a screen. It's just a bit of paper. It's just buying time, basically. Buying time. Because they haven't got no use for us, really, have they? They never have. All the wars and all that. They've been trying different experiments. And this is a new one they're doing now. They've been planning it for a while. Even watching War of the Worlds, there's a clip in there where the guy's talking about these Martian cylinders, and there's one of them's made it over, and he's waiting for the other 4. So that makes five of these Martian cylinders. Yeah, so it's been there for a while. Yeah, so like I say, the main reason for me doing this lockdown video is because I wanted to see the information that this woman had about her medical condition. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see what the doctor had to say, because obviously there's 2 sides to stories. It's not just one side, there's 2 sides, and more than likely more, but there's at least 2, and we're not being allowed to have that other side of the story. It's being managed. And hidden, so we don't get the opportunity to get the full information. So what do we call that? What do we call that? We're being tricked. Are we being lied to, deceived? All because they want to get this technology out there, which in the short term has probably affected thousands of people, and in the long term it's going to affect more and more people is going to be affected by this, and they don't want you to know. And it can't just be about money. But see, you have to mind what you say, because everyone's got a different piece to the jigsaw puzzle, and if someone's missing a certain piece to the puzzle, they haven't got the full picture. They might still be guessing or trying to work out what the other piece might be to fit in. They're still looking for that other piece, but they've got a rough idea that around the world and just even everywhere now. People know something ain't right. It's not normal. It's not normal. And it's a overreaction to, well, what is it to? Is it to the fact that people's found out that things could be better if people was to do the right thing? One minute people saying it's inhumane to do this, and then they're doing it. So what does that mean? Is it inhumane then, what they done? Are they inhumane? So what do we do? What can we do? Well, to be honest, I think we're doing pretty well as it is, but obviously we're not quite there yet, but we're trying our best one way or the other. And it's just a shame that we ain't all on the same puzzle and we ain't got the same pieces, but I just think they're panicking. They're trying to move and implement things faster than normal, and that's the reason why more people's aware now, especially as all the entertainment went during the first lockdown. Even though a lot of it's still missing, they found ways around that now. You know, the football's back. Oh yeah, but recently they've been told that they can't hug one another because obviously, you know, doesn't look good, does it? Yeah, so lockdown, did lockdown ever end really? And will it ever end? Not if they get their way. You might get a little summer, and then it'll be cold and winter again. But things are definitely stepping up. But yeah, I think more people's aware, more people's just trying to get that right change. But obviously, there's still a few people that just don't know what's going on, and they're towing the line, following orders, you know, because basically everyone's attached to the system one way or the other, and it's hard to break away because there's nothing in place on a mass scale to provide everything for everyone. So at some point that needs to be built within the local communities and on a wider scale. You know, these charities have been there for a while, but nothing seems to change. And you know, the governments are puppet, corrupt governments, and everyone just seems to be lining their own pockets, when really and truly there's enough space for everyone, and with the right education, you know, everything can be organised a bit better. Yeah, but we're all still learning, and you know, we've all made mistakes and we'll still make mistakes, you know, because That's just how we've been educated. That's just how things are, you know. But whatever happens, there's the afterlife, and most of us are going there because we've been tricked. And soon it'll be time, one way or the other, to find out.